What's going on, recliners? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be checking out another episode of Fallout up to Season 2, Episode 7. Last episode, in Lucy's mind at least, it appears her dad was starting to make some pretty good points, and, I mean, the product works. Yet, I raised some concerns in the last one. It's like, okay, you're using it now for good, but who's to say you can't use it to your own personal advantage later on? So it's definitely not something that should be implemented, but he was making some pretty valid points, and gonna be curious to see, is she gonna continue with the arrest of her father, or maybe start to see eye to eye on it a little bit. Meanwhile, Ghoul, he had a mutant visitor who I did look into it after the fact that was in fact Ron Perlman, and warning him of an impending war coming and how Ghoul would be a very important part of it. Not sure how that's gonna come into play. Maybe that's something they save for the next season. I don't know. We'll see. Also, we haven't seen Lucy's brother. Last time we had seen him, he had gotten choked out and almost fully choked out, but was still breathing there, so like to see what his status is, and hopefully this episode will shed some light on some of those things. So we're going to go ahead and check this one out. Before we do, as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you could leave it a like, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. So yeah, let's check out Season 2, Episode 7 of Fallout. Uranium City. Not an ideal place to live.
Back to the internment camp, hosers.
Oh, Canadian. I almost forgot what she looked like with two eyes. Nasty.
You're coming with me.
It's too late for me, Bella. If you have to hurt people.
Damn. Oh, maybe try asking him for some food first?
Don't think of them as human beings. Think of them as Americans.
Ouch.
The whole world smiles, shining through.
And she still has him handcuffed, but she's assessing the situation now.
Cleans the memory of the horrors they've experienced, turning these wastelanders into well-meaning, good people.
But is it like a Wastelander-only policy, or who decides who gets the chip?
Well, we have to destroy the mainframe which programs the boxes. This is gonna be fun. No, you're doing great, you're doing great.
I love for him, this is just like a father-daughter bonding moment for her. She's trying to stop the mind control end of the world device.
We did have one, Dad. You wrecked it.
Hooking up with your cousin in the vaults isn't exactly a normal life.
Oh, mind the floor. I just mopped.
Gonna have some second thoughts.
They're gonna hurt a lot of people.
Yes.
Maybe we just use it on them before shutting it down. If his hair always just looks like he was inches away from an explosion, just like blown back.
Just talking ghoul stuff. So you fought that guy?
You want to save the girl, you're going to have to get into an impenetrable vault. I can see why you two got along so well.
Yeah, why's that?
Because you ask a lot of goddamn questions. How do you have that?
Just let him see it. She'll do the right thing with it.
After spending some quality time with her dad, I don't know about that anymore.
Seen your face on those billboards for the vaults?
Yeah. The vaults aren't all they're cracked up to be. Ask him. For meeting me.
Thank you for bailing me out of jail.
I know you're a good person.
It's crazy how much Ghoul has changed over the years. And I know he's been through a lot to justify the change, but I think Lucy's bringing his good side back out a little bit at a time.
How much do you actually know about the company that put you on all those billboards?
What if my wife's deal fell through? What would you do with infinite energy?
The President of the United States is in Las Vegas. How would you feel about giving it directly to him?
I don't know if that's exactly a great idea either. They're oldies but goodies.
Hello, darling.
Still got my nose. That's the worst thing, really, is just waiting for it to fall off. This is normal, right?
Ew.
You want to get your girlfriend, you're going to need some weapons to take down some death claws.
It's for Lucy.
So you want to give that thing to a good person so they can save the world.
He tried that once already and it didn't work out.
He rigged the game. Now you understand.
Here he is.
So what do we do with them? Impersonating management is punishable by death.
This can't be good for your brain.
So I saw we're getting married tomorrow.
They haven't even spoken about it yet.
Chet.
Man up, dude.
Woody's been sent on a leadership exchange program in Vault 31.
Maybe by season 7 he'll grow some balls. Did she empty it first, though?
Congratulations. We were scared of you.
I learned my fair share before I went under.
So help me.
You'll get your water.
I just want these people to live in peace.
I can't speak for the future.
What the hell is she up to? Well, now the people are paying attention to him in the street. This is what Maximus was meant for.
Once we cross over there, we're going to have to move fast. Sniper, get up on that roof.
Oh, something fell off before the nose.
Your arm fell off.
You know, if you just give me a few minutes here, I bet I can...
He does still want to help. I think outside the first episode in her wedding dress, this is the first time we've seen her out of her vault clothes. Dressed up for dinner, still has him handcuffed.
Do you remember me? Do you remember the new California Republic?
We're fine here, thank you.
They all have their problems, Lucy. You'll understand when you're older.
He's talking to her like she's like 5 years old now. She can certainly understand the world and its state right now.
Thanks to you, I'm not a fudging idiot.
Shutting down the...
We have to get out of here.
Lucy, if you're out there,
I'm on the surface.
Just missed her.
What's gonna happen to our vault?
Take Vault Dweller Chet to be your lawfully wedded husband?
The white eye patch. Come on, man.
I now pronounce you.
I don't.
All right, man.
I was gonna have a lot of, you know, witnesses around. I found his glasses in our garbage disposal. Put them back. In the disposal. She's Canadian!
At least he has some evidence.
What's the strategy?
Don't die. Pretty powerful rifle, but still not enough for this one. That'll do it. Been a while since you've been here, Ghoul.
The only way to save our family is to save the world.
Alright, so you're back on better terms. Gotcha. There's no such thing as a corrupt politician. Okay.
Well, hello, old chum.
Alright, guys. So, just got finished up with episode 7, and definitely had me left with more questions than answers. I know when I had checked out season 1, I was like, yeah, if I get some extra time, I'll try and pick up the game and get more of the lore, knowledge, history behind this show and, the original games, but sadly, life gets in the way. I just never got around to it. So yeah, I know I'm definitely missing out on things that may have occurred in the game, or at least the lore behind it that they're using in the show that, yeah, is sadly going over my head. Or there's also just things that I'm flat out missing. So I'm counting on you guys to, drop some comments below and just be like, yo, why are you such an idiot? Like, this is this, that is that, and so on. But I still don't know what the beef is with Canadians and what exactly her mission is inside the vault. Regardless of whatever her mission is, it's definitely not going according to plan, and good on Chet for finally manning up and stepping up and saying something to her. Granted, he wanted to make sure he did it around a bunch of witnesses, which, I can't fault the guy for that. But yeah, he finally said something, so curious to see what's going to happen with them there. We had a bunch of back and forth with Lucy and her father. Just most of the time, he's showing her exactly why this project could work, and for a while, she was buying into it. And again, I don't blame her, but at the expense of taking away a person's entire history just to make them conform and, be the civilization you want, it's not the right thing. And ultimately, she decides, we got to shut down the mainframe. Oddly enough, it's being powered by the politician woman that was helping Coop in get introduced to the president. I'm assuming she's got one of those relics in her head, and that's how they're powering everything. I'm sure they'll address that in the next episode. We get the season finale next. And we also had Ghoul and Maximus go gear up to take on the beasts and hook up Maximus with an older suit, which, yeah, he was kicking ass, but he got left to go 2-on-1, and yeah, hopefully he'll be okay. I'm sure he will be. And while Maximus was fighting off those things, Ghoul was getting that relic back to House's house, power things up, and I don't know if that was just a pre-recording of House, or maybe it's like some AI sentience, but yeah, it looks like they're going to be in for a little bit of a chat. And overall, wasn't a bad episode, just again left more questions for me than answers, and hopefully a lot of this stuff gets explained and they end the finale off with a bang. But for today's video, guys, that's going to do it. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, I'd appreciate it if you could leave it a like, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next one, I'll see you guys soon.